A big Bitcoin move is going to be imminent, so make sure to prepare yourself because a lot of liquidity is lying above us. We are getting that bullish news that we have been talking about, so are we finally headed to break out of our consolidation range? Or are we once again going to be seeing this rejection? Well, this ascending triangle is going to be telling us which direction we are headed towards. We also do need to talk about Ethereum because Ethereum is also making some moves. The stock market is exactly bouncing from off our support level and is continuing its momentum towards the upside, and we are about to break our previous high. So we need to be talking about this exactly, about the Bitcoin dominance, what is currently happening with altcoins and more. So without any further ado, let's first of all, as always, have a look in towards that imminent short term. And yes, indeed, just like we talked about yesterday, well, we failed to break out of that previous high and we are still kind of consolidating at about this region. And I do think we are going to be continuing our consolidation up until the point where we need to choose a direction anytime soon within the coming few 24 hours if we are going to be seeing that breakout towards the downside, or if we are going to be breaking these previous highs and then confirm our breakout towards the upside. So yeah, we are once again coming in towards that decision moment. We can also have a look into what some kind of a symmetrical triangle, which is symmetrical triangle was of course the pattern we have been waiting for a very long time. Okay, so potentially we can be consolidating for a little bit longer. If we were to break down of this ascending triangle support, we can of course still have this support from off our symmetrical triangle that we might as well be forming. But either way, it doesn't really matter how you take a look in towards this. We of course already do know that shorting this current uptrend is way too risky. So I'm really only going to be interested in longing this breakout towards the upside. So it doesn't really matter what breakout we are going to be getting from off this symmetrical triangle or from off this ascending triangle. Well, either way, we are going to be waiting until this resistance is going to be broken towards the upside. And yes, we can be seeing that a lot of liquidity is once again being built up on the top side. So we of course do know that Bitcoin is a lot of the time headed towards liquidity levels. And because we are creating that liquidity on the top side, well, we do know that Bitcoin might be once again headed towards the upside to liquidate all of these positions. And another thing was that we were waiting for consolidation at this current moment until we are going to be headed for more bullish news, and definitely we can be seeing more interaction with the SEC and the ETF issuers. Right now we are seeing that ARK Invest just updated their spot Bitcoin ETF filing as well for the third time already. So there's definitely some kind of an interaction right now going on with the SEC and the issuer, and this is a very good signal that anytime soon we are going to be seeing these spot Bitcoin ETFs being accepted. And because of that, everyone is already anticipating this approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs, and that is why we are headed towards the upside once again. Another thing is that Argentina as well is adopting Bitcoin very soon because their presidential elections, well, a pro-Bitcoiner of course got elected. So that is another very bullish development that has been going on, and because of that we can definitely see that Bitcoin has been trading a bit more towards the upside for the last couple of days and the last couple of hours. Now, at the other side, yes, we are still seeing that bearish divergence. So that is why I'm still thinking that we might still as well be a little bit more consolidating right here before seeing that big breakout. But either way, once again, whenever we are going to be breaking above that previous high, well, that is going to be the moment where potentially you could be entering some good long position. So yeah, it is going to be pretty straightforward, and if you do want to be trading this, make sure to check out this tweet right here because you can right now claim a free $2,000 trade on Bybit by using this link. And how to claim it is basically by clicking on this link, deposit $100 within the next 7 days and enjoy your free trade. So Bybit is as well the exchange I personally use for my trades. And yes, that is basically the shorter term prediction for Bitcoin. Bitcoin. But for the longer term, of course, we can have a look into what weekly resistances we still do have. Because yes, we broke above that weekly massive resistance already. We have tested it as support and we have been bouncing off. You can clearly see that the wicks have been towards the downside. So definitely on the weekly time frame, we are making a very bullish structure. So our next resistance, in my opinion, is going to be coming in at about this 41k level. You can clearly see massive previous resistance, and right now as well, it is probably going to be providing this massive resistance once again. But if we can be breaking above that level, well, our longer term target is going to be about the 48k level. That has been my target for a while already. And I think we are going to be reaching that target and then find a multi-month correction. Okay, that is what I've been thinking is gonna happen with Bitcoin, and I still do think so. So that is a bit for the longer term, and because we do know that the weekly time frame is still looking very good, well, because of that, we also do know that in the imminent short term, we might as well still have a lot more momentum to go towards the upside. So yeah, maybe in the imminent short term, we are not straight away headed towards the upside right here, but definitely after some consolidation, either way, we are going to be seeing that breakout, I do think, towards the upside. I do not think the chances are very high that we are going to be seeing this breakdown. Now, having a look into what's Ethereum, because this is pretty interesting. Of course, Ethereum against a Bitcoin pair is on massive previous support. So yeah, a pretty massive decision point for Ethereum compared to Bitcoin. We can also see that, yes, Ethereum is fighting this massive resistance level, where Bitcoin, by the way, already broke out of towards the upside. Bitcoin already broke in towards this bull market territory, and Ethereum is kind of still fighting this resistance. So yeah, massive resistance coming up, and having a look into what's the shorter term for Ethereum, we can definitely see a way better pattern being created, because for Ethereum we are creating this beautiful symmetrical triangle, and whenever we are going to be creating that breakout, we are going to be making that decision if we are either going to be breaking this one out, this resistance towards the upside, or if we are going to be finding this rejection. So this symmetrical triangle in the imminent short term is going to be very important for the Ethereum price. And because this support level and also this resistance level is looking so beautiful, even better than the current Bitcoin price, I am definitely willing to be trading this Ethereum breakout to either the upside or towards the downside. So yeah, Ethereum is, in my opinion, definitely looking quite a bit better than Bitcoin is currently looking. The stock market is, of course, bouncing off towards the upside, still having a lot of momentum towards the upside. So because of this, we definitely do as well expect that Bitcoin can be creating that more momentum towards the upside as well. And the dollar currency index is right now falling like a falling knife towards the downside, which is as well very bullish for the Bitcoin longer term price. And the Bitcoin dominance also steadily grinding up, looking as well very good for our longer term prediction that we are going to be hitting this 57% target. And the reason why we are still pretty much grinding up is because the altcoin market cap is still finding resistance from of this current level, where Ethereum, by the way, is also finding its resistance from, and by the way, Bitcoin already broke out of. And that is why I'm right now invested in Bitcoin, because altcoins are right now underperforming Bitcoin. I have been talking about this many times, but with that being said, make sure to be following me on Twitter to stay up to date about every single market development. And guys, I'll see you in another update video tomorrow morning.